Do you feel like an imposter? Do you suffer from that self-imposter syndrome? I think we all do sometimes, don't we? So let's have a little think about how we can overcome the imposter syndrome phenomena that holds a lot of us back. So it's a really common experience. It's among people who doubt their accomplishments, feel like they don't deserve that success. There's a few things that we can do to sort of feel differently about that. So the first thing is to recognize and acknowledge your feelings. The first step to everything is to stop and notice it. Notice that you're actually feeling like an imposter, and recognize also that it's a really common feeling and that actually many successful people struggle with it. We've heard people like Oprah Winfrey and Michelle Obama and all sorts of famous successful people tell us that they feel like an imposter, that they're not really sure how they've got where they got or that they even deserve it. So we're not alone when we feel like that. So the first step with all of these feelings is to stop and notice it. And then challenge it. Challenge those negative thoughts that you've got. So whenever you get those negative thoughts that reinforce those feelings of inadequacy, then challenge them with evidence that disproves it. Look at how far you've come. Look at the fact that you've overcome a lot of challenges in your life. Look at the fact that actually you've had a really good career so far and you're in this amazing job already, a job that you probably didn't do very well when you first started, but now you're confident at it and now you know how to do it. And it's all about learning. So you just need to look for the evidence that disproves the fact that you're an imposter. Actually, you do deserve to be in this job. Why shouldn't you? So just remind yourself of the previous successes that you've got and sit and notice how far you've come. Focus on your strengths. Make a whole list of all of your strengths, all of your accomplishments, all of the things that you've done well. Because we spend a lot of time focusing on the things that we didn't do well, that we don't do well, but they're a really small part of our day. They're a really small part of our life. So spend a bit more time focusing on all of the things that you do well, because I know you do loads of things well. Write it down. You'd be amazed at how many things that you do well. And just recognize your unique talents. Remember, do not compare yourself to anybody else. This is all about you. You are capable. You are great. You are really good at what you do. You don't have to be the same as anybody else. They will have their own skills. You do not need to be the same as them. You are you. You are unique. And actually, you bring your unique viewpoint and your unique talents to the job or your life, whatever it is that you are aiming to achieve. Maybe talk to some other people as well, because other people always see you differently, don't they? Other people will tell you how wonderful you are, how good you are at something. And inside you're thinking, but I'm not any good at that. I feel, I'm really lacking confidence. I'm really nervous every time I do it. And what they see is this confident, supportive person that knows everything and is really good at what they do. So reach out to some of these people, whether they're your colleagues, your manager, your friends, your family. Share your feelings with them, but also ask them for a bit of feedback. Ask them to, say what they see in you, because they will see such amazing things and you need to listen to them. If you're going to go and ask for feedback, then listen to them and believe them. When somebody tells you you've done an awesome job, say thank you. And really inside think, do you know what? I did do an awesome job there, didn't I? But just talking to other people can really help put it into perspective, because other people won't have those niggling gremlins about you that you've got in your mind. So sometimes we feel like an imposter because we've made a mistake or something's not gone as well as it could have done, but that's okay as well. This is how we learn. This is how we make our strides forward. Mistakes are a stepping stone to success. So, notice the mistakes you've made, but don't dwell on them. Look at them, reflect on them. What could you do differently next time so that you do it better? This is how we learn. This is how we learn. So make sure that you treat mistakes as a good thing. Do not let them put you off moving forward, and do not let them drive you to think that you're an imposter. Just because you got it wrong once, then you can get it right again next time. You just learn from it. Use it as opportunity to grow. And then celebrate your successes. When you achieve a goal, when you achieve something at work or in your life, properly take the time to celebrate that success, because we don't do this enough. We're so busy that we just let these things go by. But actually, we should celebrate these things more. Write them down. Give yourself a gold star. Give yourself a pat on the back when you've done something really well. Really notice that you've done it well and then celebrate it, no matter how small. Because celebrating your successes, this helps you feel more confident and this reinforces the belief in yourself. And these things don't change overnight. So be patient with yourself, but just keep building on it. Keep building on your confidence and your self esteem. Learn to really like yourself. And then I want you to think about actually imposter syndrome can be a good thing sometimes, because what it does is it makes us notice that we're feeling uncomfortable. And actually, when we're feeling uncomfortable about something, you're normally about to have a breakthrough. You're normally pushing yourself to that point where you're thinking, oh, I can't do this. This isn't me. I'm not, I'm a real imposter here. But I'm going to give it a go anyway. I'm going to try. Oh, God, oh, that's all right then. Actually, now I know how to do it. So it can be a really good thing because it can really push us. It can push us to work harder, to strive for that excellence. And feeling like an imposter can actually motivate us to learn more. It can motivate us to seek those opportunities to grow. It can help us put in the extra effort so that we get over that imposter syndrome and use it to drive our careers forward. But it can also keep us humble. It can remind us that there's always more to learn and that even the most successful people have these doubts, and that's okay because it avoids us becoming complacent. It avoids us becoming arrogant about things. It can lead us to, empathy for other people and understanding who may be feeling the same as we are, even though we don't always acknowledge that. So, notice that how you're feeling is probably how other people are feeling, and that can help you build relationships with them. It can help you support other people. You can be better equipped but to support other people and encourage others who are going through these similar things. So it can really be an opportunity for growth. And often, as I say, when we're feeling that imposter syndrome, it is because we're about to do something big. We're about to do something great. And it feels terrifying. And we don't believe that we can do it, but we can. So have a think about all of these things that you can put into practice. But remember, overarchingly, feel that if you feel like an imposter, then you're ready to step into that next thing. You're actually pushing yourself towards that breakthrough. And that can be amazing. That can really drive you. But it's natural for all of us. We all feel like this. So I just want you to just work through some of these little tips here and have a little think about how you can feel differently, how you can overcome imposter syndrome and use it to drive you forward. Good luck.